In a First Fund Fox Business interview, we bring in the very first investor Robinhood was able to nail. Venture capital legend and Draper Associates founding partner Tim Draper, who in 2013, Tim, you granted the company $300,000 to help them get their broker-dealer license. Today, the platform has close to 23 million funded accounts, 81 billion in assets under custody. So what's your $300,000 investment worth today? Just under 300 million?
It's almost 1,000 times, but it took 8 years.
Wow.
But it's such an amazing company. We're so thrilled with Robinhood. They're changing the nature of investment. I've always believed that I've always wanted the individual investor to be able to participate in the growth of the stock market, the growth of the economy. And Robinhood has made that possible with their zero cost trades. And those two guys who started it, they came to me kind of wet behind the ears, and they, after I invested, they said, yeah, we talked to 25 venture capitalists, and Draper was the only one stupid enough to invest.
Yeah, you're 300 million stupid. Oh, my gosh. What was it that you saw when Vlad and his cohort came in and basically said, Baiju and Vlad came in and said, come, please help us out. What was it when they pitched you on it beyond the, it's free, and we just went through, back in 2013, we had just seen Occupy Wall Street. Was there something else with these two guys?
I always ask the question, why are you doing this? And then the entrepreneur comes back with, I want to make money, or I want to make you money, or whatever. But these guys came, and it was in their hearts. It was bursting out of their chests. So anybody who read them emotionally would have died to invest in these two. They really had it in their hearts to allow the individual investor to be a part of this wonderful world economy that we have. And it's great, when the individual investor gets an opportunity to participate in the stock market, they are generating more wealth, but also more creativity. They're encouraging more prosperous, a better, more prosperous world. They're encouraging progress, and
Sure.
And so you have all of that huge force behind it, of all those people saying, I want to be a part of progress. I want to be a part of this free market system.
Right. But Tim, I get this, and I absolutely agree that Robinhood was able, certainly, to spark a profound transformation, certainly, in retail trading. And that's all great, but maybe the stock is below its IPO price because investors are asking how its user interface is somehow superior to, say, a TD Ameritrade or a Schwab. They're free too. They offer education. Their average account, though, has way more than Robinhood's.
Oh, yeah. But, the stock trading early is probably a result of Robinhood deciding that they wanted the individual investor, they wanted their customers to have a big share of that IPO. And I think that whenever you cut some new turf, we had similar situation when Coinbase went public. Whenever you cut new turf, you're going to have some uncertainty around the stock, and then all of a sudden, people go, "Oh, wow!"
That's not. I don't think that's because they opened it. That's not because they opened it to the retail trader, the IPO. I think that's because they fiddled with the lockup expiration.
For the retail trader. They carved out a certain amount for the retail trader. But then they let their employees. And so that didn't all fill in. No, it was for their customers.
But employees were allowed to sell 15% of their shares today, the minute it went public, and maybe they wanted to cash out. So, maybe that was not exactly the way to go, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure they put, any of us should put too much in a first day of trade. But, I got to ask you, Tim, there's a very cloudy regulatory issue. I'm holding the prospectus, right? It's several hundred pages long. And in this S1 that they have to give to the SEC, 75 pages. I brought out the risk factor part of it. Look at this, 75 pages is of the risks. And we've got some worrisome graphs in there, but the one that jumps out at me, and it's here, because a majority of our revenue is from payment for order flow, PFOF, any new regulation or any ban of it may result in reduced profitability. Tim, knowing SEC Chair Gary Gensler is angling to put guardrails on this kind of stuff, how are investors supposed to feel comfortable here?
Well, wait a second. You've got Facebook's $1 trillion business, and all of their revenue comes from advertising. What did you say that? Oh, they're all at risk because their business all comes from one place? No, absolutely not. And order flow, that data is going to be very valuable to very many people for many, many moons to come, and it allows Robinhood to continue to provide free trading, and I think that's just fantastic. And I mean, boy, if they ever charge for trades, all of a sudden there'd be outrage. But I think that the company would make a lot more money. But there's so many other places that Robinhood can benefit from this amazing group of customers that they have. It's a huge customer force. And a very exciting company. And I'm looking forward to seeing how great it becomes.
Right. But it's a customer force that's used to a four-letter word, free. Okay. But everyone else followed Robinhood to commission free in that trading model. So, you talk about where else can Robinhood dig up revenue. We could argue crypto, because they're coming out with a crypto wallet, which is right in your wheelhouse. You are a huge Bitcoin fan. You and I were speaking back at the SALT conference in 2019, and you predicted Bitcoin would go to the moon. Well, if 64,000 is the moon, then okay, it did hit that. But then since April, it's really retreated. How can you predict that it will hit? As I understand it, your latest prediction was what, 250 grand per Bitcoin by the end of next year? What's going to get it there?
Hey, Liz, I want to remind you that in 2013, I came to you and I said, Bitcoin was like at 180. And I said, Bitcoin's going to hit 10,000 in 3 years. And it did it on the date, almost to the day.
I know.
So you, of all people, should be saying, boy, 250, that's going to happen no matter what. Draper said it. But here's the way I look at it. Bitcoin represents freedom and trust. And it's sort of the opposite of government control and corruption. And people want freedom and trust. And I think Bitcoin is going to be like the center of all that as we move forward. And as Bitcoin starts being accepted as a medium of exchange at retail, if I can buy my groceries at Bitcoin, I'm going to have no reason to hold on to any dollars. Because why would I want a currency that is tied to a government political force when I can have a currency that's open and global and transparent and frictionless? So we have a major opportunity as a world to promote freedom and trust around the world, and I think Bitcoin leads the way there.
Tim? Big day for you, from $300,000 to $300 million. You were the first investor. You got the Midas eyes. Forget the Midas touch. You can see gold where others cannot. Tim Draper, we appreciate you coming out first on Fox Business. Yes, that's right. The eyebrows. It's so good to see you, my friend. Thank you very much. And as we look at Robinhood right now, it's still below the anytime.